much time I have. I usually like to do two pieces. My name's Terrill, I'm sorry. I like to do like two pieces. I don't know how much time I got. You're good, man. So I'll ask you, would you rather have something a little bit more dramatic or something a little more fun?
Funny.
Either.
All right. That's kind of dramatic that you, controversy I'm causing here. Okay, everybody has something that they love. And for me, I'm going to do it's called candy. I think I did it last year one time, but changes. It's called the candy that I love to love. I love candy. If I could eat that whole bowl and get away with it, I probably would. So it's called the candy that I love to love. Candy is my drug of choice. In my head, I hear the voice of the smooth, sweet taste of Mary Jane. And you know, hooked on the candy cane. I love mounds of that powder on a fun dipstick. Sometimes only a Twix can cure my fix. My boys Mike and Ike always know what's up. They often imitate it but never duplicate it. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. In the Big League Chew, Reggie Jackson's my Mr. October. And Baby Ruth's the man. Did you know for 50 cents you can get a payday of 100 grand? I'll always love a kiss. A sour patch makes me pucker. I know how many licks there is in a Tootsie Roll lollipop, because for a piece of candy, I'm an all-day sucker. I snickered with Almond Joy the first time I saw it. And there's one that I love, I can't remember whatchamacallit. If I had to choose between a T-bone steak and a Clark bar, candy is more delicious. And the way Pop Rocks blow up in my mouth is so bubblicious. With every piece, my love for candy would grow. And every time I eat Skittles, I just tasted a rainbow. I always have Butterfingers when I drop them in my mouth. I love M&M's. It's the wrapper I can do without. I remember when Atomic Fireball started bursting on the scene and the way Pixie Sticks make me feel like a cracker fiend. Three Musketeers always comes through at crunch time, and down on the Jolly Rancher, I love lemon head lime. I could always brighten my day with a piece of dark chocolate. And sometimes I make a candy pie. I call it a candy hot pocket. Eating so much candy, I have to run a marathon an hour later. And I got a bazooka for all the airheads who are candy haters. Boston baked beans don't give me gas, and hot tamales I love to burn. You might think it's dirty, but I love the gummy worm. I fall to Reese's Pieces and chuckle, try to remember all the candy I like. So maybe I'll take 5, sit back, enjoy the cool sensation of a peppermint patty, and watch the Milky Way tonight. Or maybe I'll be a Kit Kat, go to a good bar, try to be a smoothie, and pick up a red hot bit of honey. Or maybe not, because I'm no sugar daddy, don't want no sugar babies, because that costs too much money. So for now, I'll throw bottle caps in the wishing well, and wish for some Swedish fish. If only I could use a bathtub to be my candy dish. So last but not least, I'll mention O. Henry, Heath, and Dove. These are all the candy, good and plenty, that I love to love. All right, you know, I'm going to do one more. This is a little more dramatic, but he was talking about Hitler, and it made me think about one that I call, it's called I Sometimes Wonder. It's not dramatic, but I guess after that. So it's, I sometimes wonder. I sometimes wonder about things I read about in the past. Like, if I was a slave, how long would I last? Would I be so strong and be so bold after I was beat and my family sold? Torn away from everything that you've ever known, where they literally work your fingers to the bone. Tell you're not human because you're not white, and then hear them rape your women at night. Drug around with chains of steel and you couldn't resist or you get killed. How would you feel? You ever think about the Indians? You know, the only true Native Americans? Offer promises and giving guarantees just to find out your whole world is under siege. I mean, could you stand by and watch your whole family purposely be wiped out by disease? It was still everything that you ever owned Could you watch someone call your home their home? Or what if they separate you from your family and then march you with a stamp and then shipped you off to some concentration camp? Could you watch someone starve your children and rape your wife? Could you stand in a line that you knew was going to end your life? They used to use bayonets to save bullets, I was told, and then let the bodies pile up in the cold. Something so awful, they call it the Holocaust. How would you deal with people saying that it's not true, that it's false? During the Great Depression, people stayed in line just for bread. When they ran out, they just weren't fed. I mean, when was the last time any of you were hungry when you went to bed? Are you listening, or are you just nodding your head? Because so often we think we got it so bad, I can guarantee someone's had it worse than you had. I mean, if you look at that beautiful sky, it's the same blue sky that they will see, and that air they breathe is the same air that you would breathe, and that beautiful tree, someone probably hung from that tree. What I'm trying to say is that these people were no different than you and me. I sometimes wonder 50 years ago what happened if me and my wife would walk down the street. Would I stand tall or would I retreat? Would I get lynched or just get beat? Or how today's sophisticated woman would cope without having the legal right to vote? I mean, would you or could you have the strength to climb that slippery slope? I can only hope. I mean, we complain about the microwave being too slow and got too much grass to mow and can't miss that TV show we call athletes heroes. Went to the mall yesterday, how much money did you blow? Do you even know? Just a reminder, you reap what you sow. I once read that the life expectancy of a Vietnam soldier was 16 minutes. If someone told you you had to volunteer 16 minutes, how many of you would complain before you finish? I can look at your face, and some of you are surprised, even shocked that this took place. Don't think that this happened some foreign land. A lot of this happened right where you stand. Man's got a lot of blood on his hands, and yes, that includes Uncle Sam. It is said that history will repeat itself. It is guaranteed if you read history on the bookshelf. I mean, you should at least read Howard Zinn, if anything else. I mean, don't you read the news? People are still slaves to the money and drugs they use, and women and children are still being abused, and greed is oppression's mother, and people are still using race and religion to kill one another. And the thought of you looking in the mirror make you shudder, because there's no one to blame. We just keep on pointing the finger at one another. Can we truly make peace? Can we truly become sisters and brothers? So I sometimes wonder about things I read about in the past, like, will it happen again but with a different cast? Or can we finally just get it at last? I sometimes wonder. Thank you.